I don't even know how I'm gonna eat this. Let's just take a bite. 안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to next matchup. It's summertime here in Korea and it's beautiful, and it's summertime in Korea means cucumbers. So today I'm making oiso박이. Oiso박이 just means stuffed cucumbers. So let's get some cucumbers. A lot of these Korean cucumbers have like these thorns on them. So we're going to take the thorns off. Use the back of your knife like that. If you run the back of it over again and again and again, you'll get a lot of those little pieces will come off like I'm showing you right there. And now we need to prepare. After doing this, of course, we're going to be preparing these cucumbers. I'm going to slice mine in half. Some people do whole cucumber. I mean, look, it depends on the size of the cucumber. My wife actually said at the end of this, she said she thought these were too big, but to be honest, they're much smaller than I've seen other people do it. So when I do it, I like to do it in halves, but you can make it smaller if you want. But it's just going to be a bit strange when you're cutting them up because you need to have the end piece so they sort of stick together like you can see in the cucumbers I've prepared. The main idea is just do what you think is right so that you're able to stuff it though. That's the most important thing. You need to be able to stuff these things and need to be able to hold their shape. So leave a little bit at the end, and I find the end piece is best for that. Once they're done, put them in a bowl and you're going to put them to the side after you salt them. Use a lot of salt. You can't over salt these really because you're just going to wash the salt off. So a lot of salt and then mix it all in and get all the pieces of salt in between the cracks of your cucumber. This is actually quite important, and it's very similar to when you're making kimchi. You do the same thing. That way it can hold, it's not going to go moldy, and you can actually keep these for a longer time than you might normally be able to. Once that's done, put them aside for 20 minutes and a lot of the water's going to come out. For the vegetables, I like onion, I like carrot, and I like these sort of leeks or garlic chives. Those are my preferred vegetables, and I like to cut them up small and long and thin because we're stuffing cucumbers. So you don't want too big pieces or it won't work properly. Can you use other vegetables? Of course you can. There's a range of different things you could use instead. I find that those three though are the most simple, and a little bit of the carrot is quite useful. Carrot and cucumber just go so well together. But if you don't have carrot, you don't need to add the carrot. Once that's done, we prepare the stuffing, I guess. Simple ingredients, and the most important one here is the red pepper flakes. You must add red pepper to this, otherwise you're just putting vegetables in cucumber, which doesn't sound so bad, but the red pepper adds the flavor. It makes it special. If you don't like spicy food, just add less red pepper flakes. That's my top tip there. This is actually can be quite spicy, especially if you're not used to red pepper flakes. For me, I found it was perfect. You'll also find that if you eat it immediately, it's spicier than if you just let it sit. So if you taste it afterwards, you're like, oh, that's a bit spicy. Don't worry about it. Just wait a few days and you'll find that it actually gets a little bit more mild as the time goes on. You can see there our cucumbers, the water's come out. So now we need to wash them. Get all that salt off. Give them a really good wash. And now we can stuff them. How you stuff it, well, it's up to you. You could try and do it very cleanly so that it's all in there very nice. But I like to think that it should be red on the outside as well. So when I'm stuffing, I want to cover each bit of cucumber with the sauce and with the flavoring. So it's not just on the inside, but it's also on the outside. So I want my hands to be sort of rubbing everything over the top, just like you would when you're making kimchi. If you make kimchi, you know it's all about that sonmat. Get your hands in there in all the pieces of it, in all the parts of the cucumber. Mix it up really well. So I'm doing that there, and then I find the best thing after that, once you've got a good shape, give it a really good squeeze together, and it'll hold that shape a lot better. It's not going to fall apart when you put it to the side. So there's my tips for stuffing that. Can you overstuff these? I mean, probably. The hardest thing is honestly just pacing it out. Try to leave a little bit of stuffing at the end. And that way, when you get to the end, if you're like, oh, I've got stuff left over, then you'll be fine. You can just add it to some of the other ones that you've made. You don't want to run out. You don't want to be halfway through and realize that you've put too much in all the cucumbers and now you've run out. And look at them. Look, they're all sitting there perfect. And we're done. Now I'm going to display them so you can have a look at them here. Put them out like this. and some sesame seeds over the top. But honestly, the best thing to do is once you've made it, put them to the side. Obviously eat a couple of them fresh, but put them to the side and let them sit for a couple of days, or at least a day. You'll find you'll get a lot better flavor out of it. And these are so good. My wife loves this dish. It's her absolute favorite.
Wow. I don't even know how I'm gonna eat this. Let's just take a bite. That's the taste of Korea. Right there. Beautiful. I don't think that's how you're supposed to eat it. You probably should use it like a fork or some chopsticks, but I'm getting it straight, fresh off the plate, and it's delicious. Thanks for watching. Try this out at home. Guaranteed success. These are absolutely fantastic. They are spicy, but if you like spicy food, then you'll enjoy it. If you don't like spicy food, add just a little bit of the red pepper paste, or the red pepper flakes, should I say. But remember, it's the red pepper flakes that make this dish. Otherwise, you're just eating salty cucumber. So you don't want to do that. This is definitely something, I mean, it's that red spicy kimchi style. So it is a spice lover's dream. Hope you enjoyed it. Try it at home. In the comments, let me know if you made it and how it went. In the meantime, enjoy your cooking and annyeonghaseyo. Bye.